Hey, welcome YouTube universe. This is your boy E.T. Clark, the income investor, and today's video is going to go over the dividends that was paid out in the month of January 2021. Now, the purpose of this video here is really, if nothing else, is just to illustrate the power of dividend investing, having a dividend portfolio, because dividends are true passive income. So what you're going to find is that for the month of January, I had a total of 15 companies that paid me a dividend. 13 of them pay out on a monthly basis, which is good. And we had two that pay out, and we have two that paid out on a quarterly basis. So we'll go ahead and review those, and you'll get to see exactly how much I made in the month of January and what my goal is when it comes to building my dividend portfolio. So let's check out and see what dividends were paid to me in January 2021. All right, before we dive into the dividends received in January 2021, let's take a recap real quick of the dividends received and the income generated from covered calls in 2020. Now, keep this in mind. My dividend portfolio is in my Roth IRA account with Charles Schwab. And the reason why I have it here and I will continue to build on it is because of the benefits of a Roth IRA. You know, once I turn 59 and a half, I can take that money out tax-free. Don't have to worry about paying any type of penalty. Now, when you look at this chart, it's broken down into two halves. On the left side, dividends, right side, covered calls. Let's go over the dividends first. Dividends for 2021, I had a total of 21 stocks that were paying dividends. 13 paid on a monthly basis, 8 paid on a quarterly basis. Total dividends received was $3,012.05, which equates to $251 per month. That there is true passive income. Covered calls is not passive income. You got to work for it. And if you notice, I took 5 of those dividend paying stocks and wrote covered calls on it to generate some income. Citicorp, Bank of America, IVR, MFR, and NAT. Those were the 5 stocks. And as you can see that how much I generated for each one of those. Total generated was $7,312.79. Brings me to a total of $10,324.84 for 2021. That is income generated, both the passive and the active side added together. Now, will I be able to duplicate the covered calls for 2020? I don't think so. And the reason why I'm saying that is because I was able to generate that money because of the increased volatility due to the pandemic last year and banking, real estate, and the oil and gas industry. So I was able to generate some extra income. Now, if this year is just as volatile as it was last year, then chances are I should be able to duplicate that and possibly even do even more. But the beauty, if nothing else, is those 5 stocks, even though I wrote covered calls on them last year, none of them, 0 was taken away from me. All right, I still have them. And that Citicorp and that Bank of America, BAC, those 2 stocks, I started accumulating those stocks back in the crash, the market crash of 2008. That was banking and real estate. And I was able to get those on the cheap and accumulated. If I'm not mistaken, my Citicorp, I initially got in at like $14. And I think my cost basis eventually topped out at about $22. So, all right, enough of that. Let's get into January 2021.
Come on now.
That's right. Go ahead and hit that like and subscribe buttons, followed by that notification button. That'll help out the channel. All right. This here is really a summary of January 2021. It shows that I received a total of $261.99 of income paid from those dividend paying stocks. It also gives me an estimate as to how I should close out 2021. They're saying that I'm on track for $3,336.07, which equates to $278 per month. Actually, during the course of the year, I'm trying to add more shares of those dividend paying stocks. I have all of those dividend paying stocks set up under DRIP, dividend reinvestments. With that, all that's going to do is just, as they pay me, it's just going to reinvest that money and buy more shares of that stock. Could be fractional shares, but hey, every little bit counts. Let's take a look at the individual stocks. Okay, the first one here is Suns. This one here pays out monthly. It paid me 31 cents in the month of January. I have a total of 3 shares. Next one is LTC. Another monthly payer, paid me 39 cents. I have a total of 2 shares. And this one here is a real estate investment trust. The next one is Gladstone Capital. Monthly payer, paid me 68 cents. I own a total of 10 shares. JPS, monthly payer, paid me $1.07 in the month of January. I own a total of 21 shares. PTY, monthly payer, paid me $1.60. I have a total of 12 shares there. UTF, monthly payer, paid me $1.61. I have a total of 10 shares. Main Street Capital, monthly payer, paid me $3.10. I have a total of 15 shares. Was magic. Realty Income Trust, a Realty Income Corporation, which is a real estate investment trust, pays out monthly. Paid me $5.95. I only have 35 shares. I have this in another account where I have over 100 shares and I'm writing covered calls on. And that one there, in addition to the covered calls, it's paying me $23 per month. So I'm definitely going to up my number of shares in this dividend portfolio to capture that, to up that monthly payout as well. SPHD. This one here is the INVESCO S&P 500 low volatility, high yield fund. Pays out monthly, paid me $6.13. I have a total of 41 shares. This one here is the Global X NASDAQ 100. This here writes covered calls on the NASDAQ 100. It pays out monthly, paid me $17.16, and I have a total of 21 shares. This one here, I decided to try this one for, I'll reevaluate this at the end of this year. And I just want to see overall, what is the overall yield, the payout as compared to just doing covered calls myself. CHI, monthly payer, paid me $19.20. I own a total of 241 shares. MFA is a quarterly payer. It was a monthly payer. However, because of the pandemic, last year they switched to quarterly. So it's very possible they may switch back to monthly. But as it stands now, quarterly paid me $22.90, and I have a total of 307 shares. Also, if you look on the right-hand side, lower right-hand side, I have my figures from dividends received in 2020. Total of $15 in dividends received in 2020, and wrote some covered calls on it for $193. All right, GOF, monthly payer, paid me $45.64. I have a total of 250 shares. PSAT, monthly payer, paid me $60.03, and I have a total of 1,010 shares. One thing I want to point out about this one, just along with all of them, but particularly this one here, think about it. It paid me $60.03. It pays out monthly. Since I have since I have this set up on a DRIP, dividend reinvestment, it automatically bought me 9.72 new shares. And we're looking at getting at least $60 a month. So I'm looking at getting anywhere from 8 to 10 shares added to my total positions every month. The next one here is IVR. IVR pays out quarterly. Once again, is one of those REITs that used to pay out monthly, but because of the pandemic, they switched to quarterly. It may switch back to monthly. Time will tell. But IVR paid me $81.51 in the month of January. I have a total of 1,037 shares. Back in 2020, I received dividends of $101, but I was able to generate over $2,200 in writing covered calls. I also have this particular stock, REIT, in another account, my Fidelity account, that I'm writing covered calls on. And that one there, I'm not dripping them back to the calls. That particular account is just used to generate income. All right, so that's a breakdown of all the stock that paid me dividends in the month of January 2021. And the total was $261.99. Having a dividend portfolio for that truly passive income is a very powerful tool that you just definitely need to have. And once you start on this, you really need to just really concentrate on accumulating your shares. I would always recommend to anyone to always set up a dividend reinvestment, a DRIP on that, so that way it's buying more shares versus paying you. And whenever you need that money to be paid out to you, you can just go ahead and stop your DRIP, and then it'll deposit that money into your account. So with that, I just want to remind everyone, there's 3 things that I want everyone to do. If you're not doing, you need to start. If you're doing that, then great. But those 3 things are save, invest. Investment, we're just talking about putting your money to work, and apply what you know. A lot of us know what we need to be doing, the things that we should be doing, but don't do it. Because of that renders us powerless. And it proves the point that knowledge is not power. It's the application of knowledge that's power. I'll see you guys on the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.